First of all, just to be back on the ice since you guys have been shut down there for a while.
Of course, it's nice. Things going on in there in Raj, so it's always nice to get back to back to work and back on the ice.
How difficult and weird had that gotten down there with the coaches being out, the games getting postponed, and what were guys doing?
Of course, it sucks that it's happening there, and there has been a couple of cases and all that. But the guys are trying to do the most what we can with the circumstances. So we're not able to go to rink, guys been just go out to the walks, or if you have a gym at your apartment, use that. But um, as I said, we kind of got used to it last year, how the things were happening. So it's I couldn't say it's nothing new kind of thing, but still kind of you got a little bit used to it last year, and it's unfortunate it's happening.
Being on the ice today, did you feel rusty at all, or did you feel good out there? Did you feel like you were on your game?
Not really. You kind of get like back to it pretty fast. Of course, you can feel a little bit clumsy if you haven't skated for a while. So there's always that aspect to it. But you kind of get pretty fast. You get back to the pace on the ice.
What kind of season have you experienced? Obviously, you were player of the week a few weeks ago. Some kind of rhythm have you found, I guess?
I think we have played some good games in Rochester, and it has been, for me personally, a little bit ups and downs. But as you said, there has been really good stretch and really good games too. So that's been, I think it's been all around. It's been a good year there. So I think we have a really good group of guys there. So it's been nice to get to play with those guys.
What do you think changed in that week where you really found your game from what you were experiencing in October?
I think it's mostly about confidence. You know that you can play. You know that you're a really good goalie, and you should be able to play in a high level. So, in the end, as a goalie, it's comes down to confidence and the mental thing. So, that's kind of the biggest thing is find the that you can be every night you can play well. That's the biggest thing. So, I think it was it comes down to confidence in the end.
Was part of it the disappointment of being sent down out of training camp and not making the team?
I don't think so. I don't think that affected it. It just sometimes it's hard if you don't start too well, or you kind of get into the cycle of not playing well. That's the hardest part of it is get out of that. So in the end, I don't think it mattered if it was here or Raj where I was gonna start the season. You have to play well anyways, and make most of out of the situation. So in the end, it's just trying to get to the rhythm and find the good pace and play good games.
Is this easier this year because you know what to expect with what you went through last year coming up to Buffalo?
Yeah, of course. When you have been part of it already and you have played a couple of games, you kind of know how the game is and how we play here. It helps for sure. So it's nice to be back, and it's nice that it's not the first time anymore.
How hard has it been just to find a rhythm over these three pro seasons with all the stops and starts and the shortened schedule and everything like that?
Of course, it's not been like the optimal thing, but in the end, it's everybody has the same thing, so everybody has to deal with the same things. So, it's been interesting to say at least, but I think it kind of builds you up too. You can find good things about it too. You have to be mentally strong to be able to get through those. If there is as things are happening on rods too. You kind of have to battle yourself through those. So, it's been interesting to say at least.
When you're down there with Quinn and Turka and Krebs and Samuelson, do you guys as a group kind of get excited? Do you guys see that you guys are all kind of part of the future together, moving up together?
Yeah, it's really nice to see that they're playing well, and or of course it's nice to have a group of guys who are really talented hockey players, and there's a lot of young guys there who are really good. So it kind of helps push each other forward too when you have a lot of competitive guys there and really good players. So I think the biggest thing there too is that everybody's happy when the other guys succeed and do well. So for sure, it's been really cool to be part of that there.
What's been the difference between Jack Quinn last year and Jack Quinn this season?
I don't know. Probably, it's hard to me to say, but it's just I think he has the confidence. He knows that he's one of the better players in that league, and he knows that he can score goals, and he wants to score those goals. So, it's hard for me to say what exactly is different, but for sure you can see that he's really enjoying his camp right now.
Do you feel ready to play tomorrow if called upon? And what goes into preparation for a start after not having played for a while?
Of course you're ready if you get called upon. That's why I'm here. So, in the end, it's nothing crazy. You kind of want to stick to your routines, the same things you have done before. That's what kind of gets you in the game mood anyway. So this, I think that's the last thing you want to do is start to change things up too much.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.